Hello guys, it's your boy NEX Vortex here, and today I'm back with another What If. Alright, start the intro. We left off when Deku destroyed the zero pointer. Everyone looks at him, seeing what he did. Deku jumps down, flies, and lands safely. He checks on Urako to see if she's fine. Alright, he helps her up and clean the dust off her clothes. Deku turns back to his normal form. Hi, it's me again. I didn't have the chance to thank you for helping me back there, so thank you. Uraka is blushing cause a cute boy just thanked her. She says, no problem, and what's your name? Deku, oh, I'm Izuku Midoriya, nice to meet you. And what's your name? Uraka, oh, I'm Ochako Uraka, nice to meet you, Deku-kun. Then the timer runs out. They both realize they missed out on getting some points, but whatever. Then recovery girl comes in there to check on them. She sees they are fine. She gives them gummy bears, and now time skip. Deku is waiting on his test results to see if he passed, and then Inko comes in there and tells him he got a letter from UA. Deku grabs it and goes to his room. He opens it and sees All Might talking to him. The thing he tells him how much he got, or he tells him how much he got. He got 378 villain points and 101 rescue points. Deku goes out of his room and tells his mom the good news. They celebrate and she makes a feast for them. So the next day, Deku runs off trying to find class 1A. He finds it and goes in. Everyone is staring at him cause he got the most points. Ida goes up to Deku and greets himself. Then Ochako also joins in the chat. Izawa, if you're here to make friends, then you better pack your stuff and leave. Then he gets up and walks in the class. He tells everyone to go outside. They're having a test. They all go to the training grounds. Izawa calls over Deku cause he got number 1 in the test. So he calls him over to throw the ball so as far as he can. Deku says alright. Then he turns into his Ghost Rider form, and his face goes fiery skull, and his shirt turns into a leather jacket. His shoes and pants also turn leather. Everyone looks at him. It's like, that quirk, he looks cool and menacing. Then Deku goes full calling, and also the 12 months that he was training. He was sparring All Might, then All Might pointed out his flaws and tried again. Also, Deku can use 50%. Yeah, although he can probably use 100% if on his because of his durability, but I'm keeping this a bit balanced. So Deku in his Ghost Rider form is stronger than a normal person. Yeah, is stronger than a normal human. So let's say because of his strength enhanced by one for all, it goes over. He breaks his skull. If he breaks his bones, Jesus Christ, I can't talk. Of if he goes over 50%, but he already is stronger than All Might by just by using 25%. So yeah, back to the story. So Deku goes full calling and red stripes appears in his arm and skull. His flames turn red. Yes guys, red. All his classmates are like, red flames? What? They never seen red flames before. Then Deku grabs the ball. He pulls out his chains. He wraps it around the ball. He spins it and throws the ball as hard as he can. A gust of wind follows the ball, and the ball goes halfway across the planet before it melts down. Everyone looks at Deku. Izawa is shocked that he threw the ball across the planet. He sees this kid has potential in him. All Might in the background is amazed at Deku. Now to the race. It's 200 meters. Yes, 200-meter race. So it's Deku versus Bako versus Ida versus Todoroki. Yes, a 1v1 v1 v1 v. So the countdown begins. 3, 2, 1, Go! Then Deku gets out his motorcycle. He he gets in, he gets on it, and he speeds past them all. A trail of flames follow him there. Then everybody's like, what? Where did he pull out that motorcycle from? Then Ida gets second, Bakugo third, and Todoroki last. So Izawa tells Deku where he got that from. Deku explains, oh, it's a part of my quirk. I can summon this motorcycle at any time I want. Okay, kid. And then go back with the test. So, the long jump. Deku powers up full counting jumps over there. Now the grip test. Deku grips the thing and breaks it, going over Soji's grip. And now the ball throw. It's Bakugo next. Bakugo goes there. He looks at Deku with a death stare. But Deku looks back at him with his eyes glowing. Then he is stuck in a trance. He sees himself getting exploded by him. He is stuck in Deku's body. Then he snaps back to reality. He wonders what the hell just happened. Then Izawa yells at him, "Stop wasting our time and go throw the ball." Bakugo, alright, geez. Then he throws the ball as hard as he can. It goes 1021 meters. Everyone is impressed but not shocked like when Deku threw the ball halfway across the planet. So everything happens the same. Nobody gets expelled. So the next day, All Might comes in the door. He yells out to everyone, "Go outside, they're taking a test." So all of them were wear their hero uniform and go outside training. Now to the training grounds. They all are randomized by different groups. So it's Deku and Ochako versus Ida and Bakugo. Then Deku turns into his Ghost Rider form. His hero uniform turns later, and the mask he is wearing turns into like teethy things, like Kaneki's mask from Tokyo Ghoul. It's kinda like that. And the hair thing that resembles All Might's hair turns into fiery horns. Everyone looks at him. They think he is so cool. He looks badass. Then Baku looks at Deku with a death stare, but Deku looks back at him with with his one eye glowing. Baku gets scared and goes off. Deku and Uraka meets there. They discuss about a plan, so they go inside the building. They keep walking, then Bakugo surprise attack Deku, which does nothing. Then Deku goes full howling. His flames turn red as he does. Then Deku pulls out his chains and attacks Bakugo. His chains wraps around him. He pulls his chains, making Bakugo fly at Deku. So Deku kicks Bakugo in the chest, hurting him. Bakugo gets up, holding his stomach. Then he raises his arms. He pulls the trigger and a big explosion comes in at Deku. The smoke clears out and sees Deku standing there, tanking his hit. Then Bakugo pulls out the other trigger in his other arm, and another explosion happens, which doesn't affect Deku. Then he rushes at Bakugo. He punches him in the face, knocking him out. He tells Sorako to follow him. Now they're at top. Deku busts down the door. He is greeted by a kick to the face, but yeah, he just thinks it. Yeah, guys, he's overpowered in this one. So yeah, Deku holds Ida's leg. Ida tries to pull it back, but Deku's too strong. Deku tells Uraka to grab the bomb. He has Ida stuck. She does and touches the bomb. They win, and Deku gets MVP in the match, and the rest happens the same. So days pass, and now the USJ attack. So all the students come in the building. They meet 13 and she explains everything they need to know. Izawa hears a portal open. He turns around and sees a villain coming out. He tells 13 and the students what's happening. He tells Deku to get all the heroes since he's the fastest one. Deku turns to Ghost Rider and goes off. He teleports his motorcycle to get out of there. The portal guy sees this and teleports all the students, but Deku got away. He gets off his motorcycle and goes to All Might and the principal. He tells him what's happening in the USJ. So he goes in and he goes back to USJ. He goes and sees Izawa fighting off the villains. Deku joins in there and helps helps him. Shigaraki sees this and and orders the Nomu to attack Deku. The Nomu rushes in, punches Deku. He goes flying a few feet. Deku gets up, he pulls out his chains and goes full cowling. He throws the chain at the Nomu's arm. He rips it out, but Nomu's arm regenerates. Then the Nomu goes after Deku. Deku leaps in there and wraps his chains around the Nomu. He looks at the Nomu's eyes, and then the Nomu is stuck in the trance. Then the Nomu stops moving. Shigaraki sees this. He orders the Nomu to attack him, but it does nothing. Then the Nomu falls down in the ground, paralyzed in fear. Deku examines the Nomu. The thing is still breathing and the heart pumping, but is stuck in a paralyzed position. Shigaraki is shocked. The Nomu is not moving. He rushes in there to attack Deku. Deku notices him and he wraps his chains around him. Shigaraki destroys it and starts attacking Deku. Deku just dodges it and kicks him in the gut, sending him flying. All the heroes survive. Shigaraki sees this and orders the portal villain to teleport them out. He gets shot, but they got away. So, a few hours later, the police gets there. They examine the place. They arrest the villains in there. They get a team to pick up the Nomu. All Might and Deku goes over there to see the beast. Deku realizes that he still has him in the trance. He looks at the Nomu's eye and releases him. The Nomu wakes up. He has a panic attack cause Deku is there. It's afraid of him. The beast starts freaking out. They try to calm him down. Deku, stop moving, and the Nomu does so. They ask him what he did. Deku replies he ordered it to stop moving. A few minutes later, the police ask the students some questions. So they all go home and taking a week break. Deku trains his powers and his quirk. Now is the end of the week, and they all go back to school. Izawa announced that they're going to go to the sports festival. Everyone there is hyped up and excited. So the rest happens the same. Now the sports festival. They all go there to the rooms to change. So Todoroki goes up to Deku. So you're that one powerful kid. Well, let me tell you that I'm gonna beat you only using half my power. Deku, you really think you can beat me only using half your power, huh? Don't make me laugh. If you're gonna have a chance, you better use 100% of your core. So let me just demonstrate how hot my flames can go. Deku stands up, he turns Ghost Rider. He lifts up his right arm and puts it next to his face. He lets out a small fire like from a lighter. Then already it's too hot for Deku, for Todoroki. So you're one of those people who shows off his quirks too. Which one is better? Deku. You're the one who came up to me saying you can beat me with half your power. Oh, look at that. We're already working up a sweat. Looks like you can't beat me only using half your strength. Shoto. This is nothing. You're not worth my time. And he leaves the room. He falls down in his knees. He holds his face. It feels like it's burning and irritating. He puts ice on his face and his shoulders. Stands up and goes to the bathroom so nobody can see him. So skip over the race. All of them are cramped in there. The race starts and already ice is covering the floor. Deku turns into Ghost Rider. He gets out his motorcycle, he gets on it and drives off. He passes Todoroki in the rest. He melts everything on his path. He burns the robot. He rides down the cliff and rides back up. All the mines explode behind him, and he finishes the race in 27 seconds, and the crowd is cheering for him. And I'ma end it here. Hope you enjoy, and see ya. Peace.